Again? Yes, that has a definite location, definite structure, yes. Yes, it consists of definite tissues and it performs a definite function. It is an organ. And we also were talking at the previous semester that organs, they do not, yes, they have each organ has a specific function, but they do not function separately from each other, yes. They are united into systems of organs and apparatus of organs. So what is it, please tell us, what is your name? Varsha, please tell us, what is it, system of organs?
System of organs. Organs make the tissue, then system, organ system. Organs makes the organ system.
Yes, it definitely that organs, they finally form system. But how? Why are these particular organs united to form system of organs? What unites them?
A particular organ makes have a specific function in the body.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sit down. So yes, system of organs is a group of organs which are united together to perform the same function. Yes, so the uniting factor for system of organs, it is a common function. Like for example, I told you we studied digestive system. Each organ of digestive system has its own function. Yes, and many, even each organ performs several functions. Yes. But all of them finally work together to perform a big function, that is digestion, yes? So all the organs of digestive system, they work together to receive energy, yes, from the food, from those products which enter our oral cavity. And what we need, we absorb and we use it as energy. What we don't need, we excrete as waste products with feces. Yes, that is the function of digestive system. But we also were talking that organs can be united into apparatus of organs. Yes, like for example, urinary and reproductive systems, they together form apparatus of organs. What does it, Shantanu? Tell us please, apparatus of organs.
Apparatus of organs? I don't know.
What do you think, Safi?
Apparatus of organs, like for a specific function, system, like for.
But we said that systems of organs, they are a group of organs which are united to perform a common function. Yes, we said that there is urinary system, and organs of urinary system together, they perform functions of excretion, first production, and then excretion of urine. Yes, it is the main function. And there is a reproductive function. Oh, sorry, what did I say? Reproductive system, which serve for reproduction. Yes, finally for creation of a new, not species, like a new alive creature. Yes, it is the main function of reproductive system. But we said that these two systems of organs, they are united into a single apparatus. So what unites all of these organs of these two systems together to form apparatus of organs? Ayush, what do you think?
I don't know.
It is common origin. Yes, we were talking about it. That both organs of both urinary and reproductive system, they originate from middle embryonic layer. And not only from middle, they originate from particular part of mesoderm, that is intermediate mesoderm, and this common origin unites them into apparatus. And that's why even some organs of these two systems, like some organs, are at the same time organs of both urinary and reproductive systems. Yes, so they perform functions of both due to the common origin. Okay, why am I talking about it? Yes. So internal organs. And so internal organs, when we describe internal organ, we also should follow a definite plan. Yes, not like to say everything you remember, but you should follow a plan. So now I will try to explain a plan of internal organ description. And the very first thing, so 0 point, it is anatomic position. Anatomic position. So anatomic position is still the same. Yes, we always use it. What is your name? Krachik, да. You tell us this. What is anatomic position? What, describe it, please. No, you can just describe it by words, verbally. Words are not enough to describe it. Shantan, please tell us, what is it? Anatomic position.
It is a position the person is standing straight, then head forward, and the both hands are faced forward, and then both palms are facing forward, and the legs, the plantar position is at the floor.
Yes. So upper limbs are at the side also. Yes. Palmar surfaces. Yes. So the hands they are faced forward, and face is also forward. Yes. And when we are talking about the bones, yes, we put the bone into the position as it is located in our body. Yes. But now when we talk about internal organs, we will put these organs onto the sectional table. Yes. And we will put it as they are located in our patient's body. And our patients usually they lie on the bed, yes, in a supine position on the back, yes, and that's why everything that is located anteriorly and now will face superiorly, will be directed upward, yes, and everything that is posteriorly will be directed downward. So as it is in a person in a supine position, yes, this is anatomic position. Okay, after you did it, so you should pay your attention that we won't only use single preparations, yes, isolated organs, I mean. We will use sets of organs. And when you describe one organ, you should put all the other organs, adjacent organs, also into anatomic position. And after you put it, you should say about, you should give us a name, as always, yes, name. And certainly we give English name, and then we give Latin name, yes, and then here when we study internal organs, we also give Greek name. Why do we need Greek name? Because diseases, yes, like pathology of the organs, and also surgical interventions, the names of surgical interventions, they originate from Greek terms. Like we can say stomach, it is English name, yes, stomach. And then in Latin it will be vindriculus, and in Greek it will be gaster. So inflammation of stomach, it will be gastritis, from Greek term, yes? Gastritis is inflammation of stomach. Surgery of removal of stomach, yes? It will be gastrectomy, yes, gastrectomy. Due to the stomach cancer, for example, sometimes we have to remove stomach. Such a surgery will be named gastrectomy. So that's why, whenever it is possible, and it is possible nearly in all the organs, we should also give Greek names of the organs. Okay. And after that, second point, it will be system of organs. So, to which system this organ belongs? Here you should be very attentive, yes, because some organs can belong at the same time to two systems, like pharynx, for example, we will study it today. Pharynx belongs at the same time to digestive, yes, and respiratory systems. Okay, and then you should have about the functions. They are numerous, yes? each organ performs several functions. So it won't be just enough to say that oral cavity is an organ of digestive system and it participates in digestion. Yes, certainly it's not enough. You should describe all the functions of oral cavity, even not related to the digestion. Yes, you will say that oral cavity participates in mechanical digestion, chemical digestion, in the taste, identification of taste, in speech articulation. It also performs immune function and so on. So all the functions, you should explain all the functions. These are functions. And then you should say about the topography. So what I didn't tell you. Yes, you can use this book. This one is good by Vivaronsky. Yes, you can take first volume of MR Sapien book, whatever. You can use both books. Both of them are good, but in both of them, material is not like you will not see that it is like structurized. Yes, so you will have to read the whole text and make up your description like according to the points. Yes. Yes, according to the plan of answer, yes. If you just see the stomach and you will say, oh, this is stomach and it has anterior and posterior surface, this is not enough. Yes, you should follow the plan. And so, yes, the next point of the plan is topography. So, topography, it is description of the location of the organ. Grapho means, graph, it's also Greek term, yes, writing, yes. Topo means place. When you reach third year, then you will study subject that is named topographic anatomy and operative surgery. And in this subject, we will focus mainly on the topography, on the location, in the relation of the organ for each other, because for surgeons it's very important. Yes, when we perform any surgery on a particular organ, like we shouldn't do any harm. Yes, we should. When we try to heal something, we shouldn't break all the other structures around, yes? And that's why topography is very important. Here, we also will give information about the topography, but certainly in anatomy, we mainly focus on the structure. So when you describe the topography, you should describe 3 points. 3 points. So first it is skeletotopy. Skeletotopy. No, topo means place. Yes. Skeleton means skeleton. Yes. So skeletotopy is the location of the organ in relation to the bones. Yes. Usually we describe skeletotopy in relation to the axial skeleton. So. What is your name of it? The army. Which bones, tell us, belong to axial skeleton? Head, neck, sternum, ribs, and what else? And what else? This much? No, it's not much. It's something else. So sternum, ribs, vertebrae. Yes, what else? Neck. What is the neck? I don't know. Neck is a part of the body. It's not part of the skeleton. Head. No, head is also part of the body. Which bones form this? No, which bones form the head?
Many bones.
How will it be in English? Cranium, it is Greek term. If we speak English, skull. So yes, so bones of axial skeleton, they are ribs, yes, sternum, vertebral column, and also bones of skull. So usually we describe skeletotopy of the organ mainly in relation to the vertebrae. So if we talk about stomach, we can say that it is located at the level between 11th thoracic and first lumbar vertebra. But also, from time to time, we will describe skeletotopy of the organs in relation to the ribs. Like, for example, in skeletotopy of the lungs, we are talking about the ribs, yes, especially inferior border. In the kidneys, we will say very exactly the 12th rib process, right and left kidney, because they are located at the different levels. So, but in relation to the axial skeleton. This is skeletal. Second point is holotopy. So holotopy, it is projection of the organ onto body surfaces. Projection of the organ onto body surfaces. So when we are talking about organs of the neck, we just say that it is in the cervical region. And when we talk about organs of thoracic cavity, we will study when we reach respiratory system. You know that in the thoracic cavity there are lungs, yes, and between two lungs there are organs of mediastinum. And these organs of mediastinum, they are divided. There are two divisions, clinical and anatomical. Clinical division of mediastinum divides them into anterior and posterior, and in anatomical there is superior and inferior mediastinum, and then inferior mediastinum is further divided into anterior, middle, and posterior. Most of the respiratory organs, many respiratory organs are located in the thoracic cavity. But for digestive system, only esophagus is located here. So that's why we will skip it for now. Just you will have to memorize that esophagus is located in the posterior mediastinum because it adjoins vertebral column. Yes? But now what we are interested in, it is holotopy of anterior abdominal wall. Anterior abdominal wall. Anterior abdominal wall can be divided into 9 regions by means of 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines. So first of all, 2 horizontal lines, yes? The upper line yes, it is bicostal line that passes through the lowermost points of costal arches. So tell us please, Sonia, how is costal arch formed? You please understand this. Which inferior ribs? 11 and 12.
No, coastal arch is formed by the 7th, 8th and 9th number.
7th, 8th and 9th. Yes, false ribs. And what are they false?
Because you're attached to the cartilage of the
8, 9, 10. Yes. Yes, false ribs, of course. Cartilaginous muscles. Yes.
Поменяли компьютер, поэтому ищу. Не могли найти.
Не, ну мы все равно ее найдем. Я не брала ее.
Я поняла. А никто еще вот не может. Мы решили, компьютер забрала таблицу.
Okay, yes, false ribs, they are 8, 9, and 10s. And so cartilaginous parts of false ribs, they form costal arches. Tell us please, Ishika, why are false ribs named false? With what? Fused with what? Into which groups are all the ribs divided? Yes. So what is the difference between true, false, and floating ribs? The 8th, 9th, and 10th ribs, they are false and they form costal arches. Bicostal line passes through the lowermost points of costal arches. Lowermost points of costal arches. So, and yes, it is named bicostal.
What can it be also
Yes.
called subcostal?
Subcostal what?
Subcostal line.
I don't know. I heard
I
only
saw,
bicostal.
I saw like in the book it was written subcostal and
I think it is angle. There is subcostal angle. This one.
isn't that called infrasternal angle?
Yes, it is. Yes. But about subcostal line, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so bicostal. Bi means two. Yes. Costa means rib. By two, costal rib. So between lowermost points of costal arches. Yes. The second horizontal line passes between two superior anterior iliac spines. Yes. And that's why it is named bispinal line. Bispinal line. Again, bi means two. Or linea bispinarum between two superior anterior iliac spines. And these two lines, two horizontal lines, divide anterior abdominal wall into three floors. So that floor that is located above the bicostal line, it is named epigastrium. Epigastrium. Then that floor, epi means above, yes? Epi means above. Then that floor that is located between bicostal and bispinal line, it is mesogastrium. Mesogastrium. Meso means middle, yes? Mesogastrium. And below the bispinal line, below the bispinal line, it will be hypogastrium. Hypo means below, yes, or under. Hypogastrium. Hypogastrium. Okay. And also, there are two vertical lines which pass along the lateral margins of rectus abdominis muscles. Rectus abdominis muscles, yes. These lines are named pararectal lines. Para means near, yes. Rectal, rectus abdominis muscle, yes. So pararectal line is that line that passes along the lateral margin of rectus abdominis muscle. Да, София, what is your name? Himanshi, да, Himanshi, пожалуйста. Tell us, to which group of muscles does rectus abdominis muscle belong?
Abdominis muscle.
Yes, to which group of abdominis muscle? To which group, Zoya, please tell us? You please, Varsha, tell us, to which group of abdominal muscles does rectus abdominis muscle belong? What A options, yes? A anterior group, B lateral, and C posterior. No, yes, I think I'm thinking about the same. Just I don't know what exactly you said. Posterior. What was option?
All of the above.
Abdominis together with pyramidalis muscle belongs to anterior group of the muscles of the abdomen. Yes? Okay. And so these two vertical lines, they divide each of the floors into three regions. So for epigastrium, it is right and left hypochondric region. Right. Hypochondric region. So hypo means under, chondra means cartilage, yes? So that region that is located under the costal cartilages, covered by costal cartilages. And in the center there is proper epigastric region. Proper epigastric region. mesogastrium is divided into right and left lateral or lumbar regions. Lateral or lumbar is the same, yes, lateral or lumbar region. And in the center it is umbilical region, yes, because here is umbilicus. Umbilical region. And here in the hypogastrium there is right and left iliac or inguinal region. It's also the same, iliac or inguinal. Inguinal region. And in the center there is pubic region. Pubic region. Because here there is pubic symphysis, yes, and pubic bone, yes, it is pubic region. So this is a division of anterior abdominal wall into 9 regions. And when we describe holotopy of organs which are located in the abdominal cavity, we should use this division. So for the stomach, we can say that 3/4 of stomach, 3 out of 4 parts of stomach are located in the left hypochondriac region, and 1 out of 4 parts is located in proper epigastric region. That's it. Okay. Yes, what we forgot to say. Superior boundary. How is superior boundary of abdominal cavity formed? Architect, please tell us. Of abdominal cavity. What is the boundary between abdominal and thoracic cavities? Yes, diaphragm, of course. And what is inferior boundary of abdominal cavity? It is pelvic inlet. Yes, we were talking about it. Pelvic inlet or terminal line. How is terminal line formed? Ashok, please tell us. The question was terminal line formation. Sorry, how is the terminal line formed? Do you remember?
An arcuate line, part of lumbar vertebra and the superior surface of the pubis bone.
Superior margin of pubic symphysis.
Yes,
What is here posteriorly?
Lumbar vertebra. No, sacrum.
Promontory. Yes, promontory
Yes,
of
ma'am.
sacrum.
Promontory of
This is terminal line. Yes. So this is pelvic inlet, serves as an inferior boundary of abdominal cavity or superior boundary of pelvic cavity, and diaphragm separates thoracic cavity from abdominal cavity. Yes? Okay. That is holotopy.
Can I say?
Yes, of course. And so, yes, I told you, A, it is stereotopy, B, holotopy, and the third point of topography description, it is syntopy. Syntopy. So, syntopy, it is a relation, like here you should describe adjacent organs which are located close to this particular organ. So for syntopy of stomach, we can say that laterally to the right from it, there is right lobe of the liver, yes, above it there is esophagus, and also, yes, here there is diaphragm, yes, and heart, and the left lung, we can say located here above the stomach, and distally it continues into the duodenum, yes, and also below the stomach there is pancreas, and here spleen continues, yes, here there is spleen. Behind the stomach there is left kidney and left adrenal gland, and so on. So when you describe syntopy, you should describe all the organs which surround this organ you are talking about. And so only after you said all of the things, you start to describe the structure. In structure, you are describing first external structure, So external structure or macroscopic anatomy, yes, or gross anatomy. So what you see, without using any devices, any lenses, microscopes, yes, just you see the organ and you describe everything you see in it. Surfaces, margins, I don't know, pulls, whatever. First from outside, yes, without any dissection. Then what can we see if it is whole organ? What can we see if we dissect the organ and we will open it? Like maybe we can see something, any papillae, excretory ducts of any glands, yes. In stomach we can see gastric pits, for example, and so on. So external structure. And then after you completed external structure, you should describe internal structure. Internal structure. Description of internal structure will depend on the type of the organ. Mainly, all internal organs are divided into hollow and parenchymes. So parenchyme, it is also a Greek term, yes, and it means working tissue. So parenchymous organs, they are usually glands, so organs which produce something, yes, working tissue. And these glands, yes, they consist of parenchyme, and they also have stroma. Stroma, it is connective tissue that surrounds parenchyme. And this connective tissue usually forms capsule for the organ, and it also can form like cells which go inside the organ and separate this organ into small parts, lobules, segments, and so on. Yes. So when you describe internal structure of parenchymous organ, you should say about morphofunctional unit. Morphofunctional unit. Morphofunctional unit. So we were talking about it also in the first semester. So morpho means structure, yes, that's the first part. Function is clear, and unit. So morphofunctional unit, you have to know definition of this term very well. So morphofunctional unit of organ or system, organ or tissue, it is the smallest part of this organ or tissue that can perform all of its functions. Yes? So usually parenchymous organs, as all the other organs in our body, they are multifunctional. Like if we talk about the liver, it has very many functions, yes? And only one cell cannot perform all of them. And that's why cells in parenchymous organs, they join together into these morphofunctional units, different cells. They join together to perform all the functions. Like for the liver, it's not only production of bile, yes, it also participates in detoxification, formation of clotting factors, storage of glycogen, also very many functions, yes. And that's why all of the cells, they join together to form morphofunctional unit. In some cases, we'll just say the name of this morphofunctional unit. In some cases, like for the liver, we will even draw this morphofunctional unit, and you will have to explain what each of the cells does. What each of the each cell does to perform all the functions of the organ. So that is morphofunctional unit. We were talking about morphofunctional unit in osteology. We were saying that morphofunctional unit of the compact bone tissue, it is osteon, yes, or Haversian system. So now we will say it more often. And if the organ is hollow means it has a lumen, yes, it has a lumen. Then in internal structure of the organ, we will describe structure of the wall. And usually wall of the whole organ consists of several layers. Okay, so now let's take a short break, and then we'll